Every evening, in a small Texas suburb, a German shepherd's eyes scanned the horizon. The Miller family was heartbroken. Their loyal dog, Duke, once full of life, had grown quiet, waiting by the front gate for a soldier who hadn't come home. 5 years ago, their son, Captain Ryan, deployed overseas, leaving Duke behind. Now, Duke's sudden barks at dusk stirred hope and fear. Was he sensing Ryan, or losing hope? His cries tugged at their hearts, growing louder each day. What was Duke waiting for? The truth would unleash a flood of tears, melting every heart. It began one warm spring evening. Sarah, the mom, was watering the garden when Duke's bark echoed from the gate. She dropped the hose, heart pounding. Duke stood rigid, ears up, barking at the empty street. Sarah called him, but he stayed put, eyes locked on the distance. The Millers had raised Duke since he was a pup, a gift for Ryan before his first deployment. Duke was their joy, chasing balls, guarding the kids, Anna and Liam. But since Ryan left, Duke was different, distant, always watching the road. Sarah checked the street. Nothing but mailboxes. Every evening, Duke raced to the gate, barking at dusk, his cries sharp and hopeful. Anna, 14, started filming him, whispering he missed Ryan. Liam, 10, asked if Duke was sick. Sarah's husband, Greg, scanned the neighborhood. Nobody there. Neighbors noticed, saying Duke was grieving. Sarah's chest ached. He's holding on for Ryan, she said. Duke's barks grew desperate, piercing the quiet suburb. Anna made a scrapbook of Duke and Ryan, hoping it'd help. Liam left Ryan's old jacket by the gate, thinking the scent would calm Duke. But nothing worked. Ryan's last letter said he'd be home soon, but 5 years had passed. Was Duke sensing him? The family's hope flickered, their love for Duke battling their pain. Sarah watched Duke one night, his silhouette against the sunset. His barks felt like a plea, and it was breaking her heart. The Millers couldn't bear Duke's pain. Greg set up a webcam by the gate. The footage showed Duke barking at nothing, tail wagging, then slumping. Sarah walked the street looking for clues, stray dogs, joggers, nothing. They took Duke to the vet. The doc checked his heart, his eyes. He's healthy, she said. Maybe he's just lonely. Sarah shook her head. Duke wasn't lonely. He was waiting. The barking continued, loud and relentless, every evening at dusk. They tried everything. They played Ryan's old voicemails, hoping Duke would settle. He barked louder. They moved his bed away from the gate, thinking routine would help. He dragged it back. A neighbor, a retired vet, said Duke might sense Ryan's spirit. Greg scoffed, but Sarah was desperate. They called Ryan's base, still no word on his return. The neighborhood started worrying. Some said Duke needed a new home, that his obsession was unhealthy. Sarah teared up. Duke was Ryan's best friend, their family's anchor. But his barks were breaking their sleep. One night, Anna shared a story from school. A dog had barked when its owner was near, even miles away. Was Duke sensing Ryan's return? They emailed Ryan's unit again. No reply. The family felt helpless, their love for Duke clashing with fading hope. Sarah sat by the gate, watching Duke's unwavering stare. His barks were a call, a promise they couldn't keep. The mystery was tearing them apart. One starry evening, everything changed. Duke's bark turned into a wild howl, joyful and piercing. The gate rattled as he leaped, tail whipping. Sarah woke, her heart racing. Duke was frantic, clawing at the gate, his eyes bright with life. Anna and Liam ran out, wide-eyed. He's going nuts, Greg shouted. Sarah sprinted to the gate, hands trembling. Duke's fur was electric, his howls deafening. He lunged at Sarah, nudging her toward the street. She looked up, breath catching. A figure stood in the distance, silhouetted against street lights. A soldier, duffel bag slung over his shoulder. Sarah froze, tears burning. Was it Ryan? After 5 years? Duke bolted, leash snapping, racing toward the figure. The family followed, hearts in their throats. The soldier knelt, arms open, as Duke leaped into him, yowling with joy. Sarah's flashlight caught his face, Ryan, older, scarred but alive. The kid screamed, running to him. But something in Ryan's eyes held a shadow. Had Duke known he was coming? What had kept Ryan away? The reunion hung in the balance, heavy with unspoken truths. Ryan was home, but the truth broke their hearts. He'd been a POW, held for years, his letters censored. Duke Barks, somehow, sensed his survival, keeping hope alive. The family learned Ryan had escaped, dreaming of Duke's loyalty to pull through. Duke's joyful leap was his reward, a bond unbroken. The Millers wept, not from pain but gratitude. Duke wasn't just a dog. He was their miracle, their heart. Sarah hugged Duke, tears streaming. "You never gave up, boy," she whispered. Duke licked Ryan's face, tail wagging. The family gathered, touching Ryan and Duke, their voices choked with love. The gate, once a place of longing, became a symbol of reunion. Neighbors brought treats, awed by Duke's faith. Duke still sits by the gate sometimes, but his barks are soft now, content. The Millers will never forget his gift. Isn't Duke's story just incredible? His loyalty brought a soldier home and melted our hearts. Subscribe for more heartwarming animal stories that'll lift your soul. Hit the bell so you don't miss our next video about a cat's amazing reunion. Comment below. Has your pet ever amazed you? Share your story with our community. Check out our playlist for more touching tales and join us to celebrate the magic of animals. Let's keep these stories alive.